Chaze, welcome to the MYD studio. We are delighted to have you with us in studio.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into the industry that you're in now.
Okay. All right. So I've basically got a degree in industrial psychology and business management. So my career started off in 2010, where I was a business trainer at a local training institution. I worked there for about 2 years, and I moved on to another company, a bigger corporation, where I worked for about 2 years in trading again. And I moved into HR for like a couple of months. Then I moved back to training again because that was basically where my passion is. So as I was in that role, I used to design and develop different training programs, whether it's soft skills or actual qualifications. So I discovered it's really a passion of mine because I loved seeing people being developed and being empowered, and basically being equipped with different skills and competencies, and just changing their mindset and empowering them and so on. And then I realized I wanted to probably do it on my own. I tried to do it on my own, and here I am. I opened my own company. It's a training consultancy. It's called Velocity Consulting and Training, where I basically develop training. I design different skills program, different learning interventions for various companies. And as part of the whole empowerment aspect, I also run different events and different shows, whether it's social events and so on, where I basically empower different groups of people. The saying goes, change is the only constant. There's constantly something changing. Whatever somebody may have studied 20 years ago may actually be irrelevant at this stage, because things evolve, they change, especially when it comes to technology and the way we communicate. If you look at 10, 12 years ago, social media was not the big thing, but now it's the one of the main platforms where people actually communicate. Even if you want to communicate to your customers or to relatives at a distance, you probably need to use social media. A lot of people are on social media. So there's always constant changes. There's new trends coming in, new ways people want to be communicated with. And even if you are much older, and for example, if you go into business, you need to look at who are the people that are buying your products, who are the people that are coming up, who are the people that will be using your products in the next 10, 15 years. You need to look at those groups of people, and you need to know how to engage with them, how to interact with them. So we need to constantly learn how to, not only learning new skills, but learning how to make sure we remain relevant in society. What empowers me is when I spend time around people who encourage me. Obviously, I don't look for compliments all the time. Sometimes it's good to receive the negative words as well. It helps you to grow and helps you to discover where your weaknesses are. But I like to spend a lot of time with family, with friends, with people who understand me, people who encourage me, people who think like me, whether it's in business. I like to network with people who are in the same kind of industry or similar industry, just to learn from them and to grow with them as well. Disappointment, there's always an opportunity for an appointment. So always pick yourself up and see what the next options are. As the saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So it's the same as when you're investing. You need to split your funds into different, whether it is whatever they call fund investments. Basically, don't just put it in one, because if that one fails, then you lose everything. So always have different options, basically.
Absolutely. What role does your mindset have to play in creating wealth in your life?
Okay. In my life, I would say that, I mean, you mentioned that I've got this experience, the background of training financial advisors. I don't have that much knowledge of the financial industry itself. I've got very basic knowledge, but my desire personally also is to be financially independent. Somebody who can not necessarily wake up one morning and say I'm going to Mauritius today, but be able to plan and be confident that your plans will work out and they will not be set aside because of money issues. And in most cases, usually we put our dreams aside because of lack of money. The dream would be there, but then the money is not available, or the finances are not available. My experience, I used to be very close to a lady. She's a wellness officer, and there's a time she did a research on the causes of stress and family issues and broken marriages or broken homes. And she discovered that in most cases the result of that is because of financial issues, money issues, where you have unforeseen expenses coming in, where you don't foresee a car accident happening, you don't foresee a theft happen or a break-in happening in your house. You don't foresee whatever kind of financial issue coming up, and those kind of things can set people back, and then they basically become they have issues in terms of financial issues in the house and so on, and it can affect their families, it can affect their household, it can affect them emotionally and with their stress as well. So for me personally, I wouldn't say that money is everything, but I would say money does impact how we live in terms of our peace, in terms of us knowing that tomorrow if anything were to happen to you, you leave your kids behind, there will be okay because you have created some kind of wealth, whether it's investment or anything like that, to protect them or to cover them.
Okay. And what role do you think that your mind has in creating that wealth? Meaning in the sense of what actions you're involved in every single day that are either taking wealth away from you or delivering wealth to you?
The way in which we plan. In most cases, I think the community at large, we lack financial awareness, probably financial training and how to plan, basic budgets basically. Because in most cases, people just probably spend recklessly or spend because I would look at it, for example, if you look at the store, for instance, in most cases, some shops would have, for example, a sale. And all those sales and the way the pricings are done, they're all psychological. Get one, buy one. I mean, buy one, get one free, or all those kind of things. They're all mind, sort of like playing with your mind, if I can say. I would say that we need to get to a place where our society is trained and coached more on how to plan financially, on how to spend money, on how to budget, on how to make money work for us. We make money, and then we need to make money with that money that we make, and not just living budget by budget to say, I mean, paycheck by paycheck, could say the money has come in, let me spend it now, something like that. So I believe it has to do with coaching, it has to do with training, it has to do with creating awareness, because people are not aware.
Master your destiny on 99 FM.